You know where to find me.
Welcome.
Myself drawn to quiet spots like this.
I'm dead on my feet, but I've much to do yet.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Right, though no definitive records remain.
Well met, sir. Suppose I ought to know none of us is guaranteed tomorrow, as long as you think it's us like. It's been a hard
Oh dear. What am I to do?
I worked hard today. I think I've earned it.
Hail, friend! Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
time to be heading home.
Even I know when to shut the trap.
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
I've been on my feet.
Now, where was I bound again?
Try all I might. I can't. Couldn't hurt to rest my feet.
Oh, tell me I haven't got any leaves.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
'Tis as you say.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Really scary? I've never seen one.
Let me be the one to collect it.
Nobles do nothing but govern sweetmeats and ale. Alms
just
for the
thinking
poor.
about it.
Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
A short repose would do me a world of good. Wickedness has no hold upon places such as this ought to be protected.
'Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue. Good day, sir.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
What should I do?
Alms, alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
I get the sense that I oughtn't be here.
Face it. No one's coming to my rescue. Your eyes on my back, watching me.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Adventuring's a grand way to...
I will see to it that the law is upheld.
Invited yourself into my company, I see.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I wonder what lies at its bottom.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
On, have a look.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Well, I ne'er.
Fear I've no wisdom to offer. Go on, have a look.
Listen up, you lot. Albert, King of Beggars, has come to quench your thirsts. Aye, the ale's on me tonight, so drink up, my friends. Drink your fill.
Interested in my wares? Unprepared. I'm off. Do be quick. I fear my time is in short supply.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crowd here in Vermund, after all. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Just be sure you mind your manners.
Walk into peril unprepared.
Mind moving along? Got to keep my eyes on the flame.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But 'tis easy enough. I should know, I've done it. I pity those content to be beaten by them.
They're all watching me. I swear it.
Perhaps a
Them
straw.
nobles
Go
do nothing.
on,
Singletons,
have a
sweet
look.
meats and ale.
What would you of me?
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours is best met with stiff drinks and cheery hearts, I say.
I do the same thing every single...
Oi, keep your distance.
I mustn't falter.
I'll carefully conserve my strength. I think I've earned a rest. The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent...
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Suppose that's enough for one day. They have I ought to be getting home.
Time to head to market, methinks.
Somehow my feet always...
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
I'd sooner stay out of that were it possible. Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
Somehow my feet always carry Wouldn't say no to a nice, juicy beast steak.
All the best tales come from travellers at the inn.
Pleasant spot to while away an afternoon. There's something comes on upon my life.
Tell is, Vermund was once a bee-strewn kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed, though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Still a while to go before we shift's over.
hope my best is good enough.
Flattering all day, tiring work.
Always another errand to see to.
Should I get up to today? Stomach's growling. Northern tunnels.
By your leave, Arisen.
This is not my intent.
If I could, never leave.
I can see myself.
Could use a dash of salt.
Suppose I ought to move on. Not much going on.
Very well. I shall await further orders.
Straight in there, put gold in my pocket. I like to come here when I'm in an empty.
What do ye want?
All I've got left are my aches and pains. Not much going on.
Wood. Oh.
Off wandering about again, I see. Why are you so adverse to doing honest work?
You would ask the proud sire of House Berkeley to move crates? To scribble in ledgers? Preposterous!
Albert, see sense. That pride of yours has already ruined you once before. Do you mean to let it do so again? I'll not indulge you in fruitless prattle.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm
With that sort of interest would happen.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm here.
Perhaps you would indulge me in conversation?
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
This is where I come when life gets...
I'm not accustomed to speaking with strangers in the street. Good day to you, sir. I'm not accustomed to speaking with
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
You've pushed your luck too far.
Just let it end. I don't want to think anymore.
You need a permit to enter Batal, but they've become quite difficult to acquire of late, unless you're a merchant. Mind, rumor has it that it's easier for Beastrons to obtain them. Perhaps because Batal's more of a Beastron nation. That's led to some people acquiring Beastron masks, of all things. Seems a bit much, if you ask me. Come to think of it, I've nary a clue as to where one would go to apply for a permit to begin with. What was it I had planned for the morrow? Not much going on hereabouts.
I'm not accustomed to speaking with strangers in the street. Good day to you, sir.
I do not believe we are acquainted.
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Where ought we to go now?
Bunch of sluggards.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Teach him a lesson they won't soon
Aye? What do you want?
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar?
That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor. If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
What did I had planned for the morrow?
Aye? What do you want?
Something smells different.
What's your problem?
I'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
Not sure why. Let me be the one to collect it.
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell. Oh, I don't need this right now.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand. Been a while since I heard a good story.
What do you want?
This is more than I can bear.
All this quiet makes me come o'er anxious. That's it. I've had enough.
Greetings.
Let me alone, why don't you?
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Wonder if I could let it get along.
Wonder if anyone would notice if I'm mistraining.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Not much going on hereabout.
Fancy a look at my wares? Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again. Well met, son. How might I be of service? Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.